Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're building a little Lego Concavenator. I threw this guy together in like an hour or two, and I'm pretty happy with him. I guess a little tiger dude. He doesn't really have the black stripes, but yeah, he's got a little hump. Here's him for reference next to a minifigure. Minifigure size. Woohoo! Let's get to the build. Alright, on to the build. First of all, we'll start with our body. To start the body, you're going to start with a 1x3 and a 1x2 round. And then on top of that, you can just get a 1x1 brick, and you're going to put that at the end where that little cliff is. And then you're going to get a 1x1 with a bar attachment and a 1x1 orange. Place those on top of each other. Next, get a 1x2 with that axle hole, and then you're going to want a 1x3 or it's 3 long, and you're going to place it, and that's where your legs are going to attach later. And you can actually recolor this however you want, but I'm going to keep describing the colors of this model. But this is that darker orange of 1x2 on top. Then you're going to get a 1x2 with 2 1x1s. And this has that slope, and this has like a 2-stud indent. And that's going to go on top of a 1x4 with this 1x2 notch slope. It just goes like that. Then you're going to build up this little assembly, and this is a 1x2 dark orange with a 1x2 white and that clip on the side. And then you're going to get a 1x1. It's going to go right there. It's 2 studs tall, and it's got a stud on the side. And that's going to go right on this little thing with a 1x2 and a 1x1 in the little notch right there. And it's going to go on the opposite side of these studs. And then here you have like a 1x1 full surrounded brick, all studs on all sides. And then get one of these 1x1 curved tiles and make sure that singular point is pointing down and the round is pointing up. And then you place that just right there. The round is pointing towards the bar. And you place that on top of there. And that's your body. Hang on. For the head, 1x3 with a 1x2 on top. And then here you got a 1x2 with that slope and the notch. And then a 1x1 with a rounded side and that bar. And then here is a 1x1 with a clip. And then another 1x1 with a clip with a 1x1 on top of it or below it. And then a 1x1 bracket piece. And those all go together just like this. Basically making like a clip L. And that makes that neck. And then you have that neck. You can go side to side, up and down. For the tail, here we have a 1x2 with the clip, and then another 1x2 with the clip, and then a 1x2 below that, and a 1x1. And then a dark orange 1x2, and that orange cheese slope. Then right here we got a 1x4, 1x1 with a bar, 1x1 clip on the side, and then we got a 1x2 slope with a notch, 1x2 flat, and a 1x1 square. And that's your tail. Up and down, side to side, a little flimsy. And then that can come off, but just be careful with that. And it shouldn't. For the arms, super simple. Get a 1x2, get one of these curved 1x1s, and then one of these 1x1s with the clip on the side going sideways, and those just pop into these stud holes. And this notch pretty much allows you to angle that how you want to. So you can go down, you can go sideways, but it allows for that like flexibility of his little hands. For the legs, here we have, to start off, we have a 1x1 stud with a 1x2. Make sure they both have their holes and they're rounded, just like that. And then you put a 1x2 flat orange right here, and then a 2x2 curved orange right there. And then you got that dark orange right on the bottom of that slope, even with the stud. Following that up, we have a 1x2 clip piece with that sideways clip. And then we have that L, and make sure that L is going downwards and it's basically making a T. And then you want to put that and fill in that space to where this is a solid plane, just like that. And this is gonna go on this side of the body. And then the other one's gonna go right here. Those are your legs. And then for your feet, get a 1x1 with a bar and a 1x1 square, and then put one of these 1x1 clip pieces on top. Those clip into the bottom, and there you go. You got your little minifig size Concavenator. Little cute guy. Rah.